All right, Shalom. We're the Hebrew Israelites. Okay, we come out here week in and week out to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom, which is known to you people as America, but the scriptures, it's known as Babylon the Great. All right, so before we get started with the camp, as always, we want to give all praises, honor, and the glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak And of course, as always, once again, double honors to our apostles and our elders that rule well at Great Millstone. Salutations to all you sincere Hakim that are preaching this word in all truth and in sincerity. All right, so we come out here week in and week out, man. Same old story. Okay, to prophesy the downfall of this wicked kingdom. And this wicked kingdom, America, which is Babylon the Great, is going to be destroyed by thermonuclear fire. Okay, from these ICBMs, from these missiles, okay? Because the Lord, his eyes are upon this sinful kingdom. All right, and he's going to destroy them off the face of the earth. That's the mark? Okay. Good.
2 Timothy 4:2, preach the word, be instant in season, out of season, reprove, rebuke, exhort with all long suffering and doctrine.
Yeah, God, that's the spirit. I did a lesson on this last night. Okay, it's time to be instant, man. Well, you should always be instant. And the word instant means to be ready. Okay, it should always be in your heart about prophesying the downfall of this wicked place. It should always be in your heart, well, how can I further usher in the downfall of this place? By prophesying. So you have to be instant at all times. In season and out of season. Right now we're standing out here on the highways and byways in the out of season time of the year. Okay, it rains. It's raining like a mug all week, man.
That's great.
Good.
1 Peter 3:15, it says, but sanctify the Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, in your hearts, and be ready always to give an answer to every man that asketh you a reason of the hope that is in you with meekness and fear.
See, you always have to give an answer. And how do you do that? By proving the truth, by being out here. You got guys that came up against the truth, bugged out, talking all kinds of mess, trying to change the doctrine. And now where them guys at, man? Guys like the ITR, Good Samaritans, these bug outs. You got all their flunkies, on the comment board saying, oh, where'd you guys go? Oh, don't tell me you guys stop, please make some more. They're not able to give an answer anymore, man.
That's screwed.
They're screwed. They're through. Good.
2 Timothy 2:15, study to show thyself approved unto the Most High.
And you got to study. You have to study. Okay, what we're doing right now isn't something rehearsed. Although we rehearse the righteous acts, we don't really rehearse what we're going to say. It's the Spirit that quickeneth. But the Spirit works with you if you're studying. If you're staying in the Spirit, you got to stay on that frequency, you know. But you study to show yourself approved. And if the Lord approves you, he's going to be with you. He's going to bring out these words, man. Go ahead.
It says, a workman that needeth not to be ashamed, rightly dividing the word of truth.
Rightly dividing the word of truth. That's why I could say something, and these brothers will pick up scriptures to line up with what I say. And then another scripture will come. Rightly dividing the word of truth. Precept must be upon precept. Precept with precept. Okay? Here a little, and there a little. That's why we do jump around in the scriptures, man. Okay? Because the Lord set us up as a defense of the gospel to be out here to prove all things, to give you people an answer. And the scriptures say, hath Israel obtained that which he seeketh for? Jake is seeking for answers. Jake wants to know what is going on. Okay? So you have to be out here, man. You can't be taking time off. Okay? Taking your hand off the plow. Going on.
St. John chapter 21, verse 15. So when they had died, Yahweh Shai said to Simon Peter, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me more than these? He saith unto him, yeah, Yahweh Shai, thou knowest that I love thee. He saith unto him, feed my lambs.
Feed my lambs. Okay, and last time I checked, lambs are on the outside, man. Lambs are out in the elements. Okay, So you got to come out here and feed these lambs. Feed the sheep, which the sheep is you so-called blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, the real Israelites. Okay, this is what our soul desires to do, is to be out here and do what's right. Preach this word so that we can obtain mercy and salvation, and also possibly in return lead you to your mercy and salvation, man. Okay? The scriptures say to love thy neighbor as thyself. This is the greatest love that you could ever have. So when Yahushua asked Simon, Peter, lovest thou me? He said, Lord, you know all things, you know I love you. So he said, all right, then prove it. Love is an action word. He said, go out and feed my sheep. Go out and feed your brothers with this word. Okay? That's how you show if you're truly serving Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Because love is an action. Okay? Action speaks louder than words. You gotta be out here, man. You gotta be out here, and there was no, hey, the scriptures say, now is a high time to awake out of sleep. For now is our salvation nearer than when we believed. Okay? So salvation is close. And what's coming on the opposition of salvation? Destruction, man. For all the guys that fell out, all these guys that are bugging out, now's the time to really lock in. Strap yourself in. Okay? Because what's coming is judgment, man. Okay, but the Lord is going to have mercy on his elect. Our salvation is super close, man. Super close.
He said to him again the second time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? He said unto him, yea, Yahushua, thou knowest that I love thee. He said unto him, feed my sheep. He said unto him the third time, Simon, son of Jonas, lovest thou me? Peter was grieved because he said unto him the third time, lovest thou me? And he said unto him, Yahushua, thou knowest all things. Thou knowest that I love thee. Yahushua said unto him, feed my sheep.
See, so he asked him 3 times, and 3 is a number for understanding. So in return, Peter was like, yeah, I love you. So the Lord was telling you what you have to do, man. Okay?
This is Acts chapter 20, verse 28. Take heed therefore unto yourselves and to all the flock over the which the Holy Ghost hath made you overseers, to feed the church of Yahweh, which he hath purchased with his own blood.
To feed the church of Yahweh. Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, which Yahushua purchased with his own blood. Okay? Yahushua purchased you with his own blood. The scriptures say as well that our life is not our own, man. So your purpose as being an Israelite is to come out here and serve the Lord. Can you get Exodus chapter 9 and 1? Yes or no?
Yeah, this St. Matthew 28 and 18. And Yahushua came and spake unto them, saying, all power is given unto me in heaven and in earth. Go ye therefore and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father and of the Son and of the Holy Spirit, teaching them to observe all things whatsoever I have commanded you. And lo, I am with you always, even unto the end of the world. Amen.
Yeah, so you got to come out here on the highways and teach all nations. That's another reason why we don't go to the hood. Okay, because the scriptures say to go and teach all nations. Why does it say that? Because Jake was scattered amongst all these nations. And then these other nations need to hear the recompense of the Lord. They need to understand their judgment as well. But there's Jakes all over, scattered amongst all nations. Salakia, if I may say something. Last night I was at work and there was a dude, and I kind of jumped it up with him for a second. And I asked him what country he was from. And he told me he was from Syria. But the dude, his spirit, something different about his spirit now. Maybe more and more I'll pick it up if he's a Jake. But I'm pretty sure he's an Israelite, man. And our people, the Northern Kingdom, was all over in Syria and Iraq. Okay? What?
Tobit 13 and 3, confess him before the Gentiles, you children of Israel, for he has scattered us among them.
Yeah, so the Lord scattered us amongst these Gentiles in this scripture, which are the heathen nations. The word heathen simply means foreigner. Because they're foreign to Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay? So we were scattered amongst them. There is no doubt in our mind that Israelites will be looking like other nations, man. You know, and all you guys that teach that all Israel is so-called Negroes, you're bugging out, man. You are bugging the hell out. Okay? Because it tells you in Jeremiah 50 and 33 that Israel and Judah were oppressed together. Two separate nations of one nation.
This first Ezra 8:69. The nation of Israel, the princes, the priests, and Levites have not put away from them the strange people of the land, nor the pollutions of the Gentiles, to wit, of the Canaanites, Hittites, Perizzites, Jebusites, Moabites, Egyptians, and Edomites.
Edomites. So you had our people that had strange wives of Edomite women, man, popping them, clinging unto their idols. That's why you see our people into the things that they're into. Like earlier, me and this brother were talking about Juice WRLD. If you look at this new era of these rap ends, these rap niggas, man, they be all wearing like skulls and studded bracelets with spikes. That's what they picked up from other nations. Usually when you see stuff like that, it's on Edomites. But our people have grasped to that spirit.
For both they and their sons have married with their daughters, and the holy seed is mixed with the strange people of the land.
The holy seed is mixed. Mixed how? Because our people are into their philosophies, man. Worshipping their gods, their idols. Our seed was mixed, man. Good.
And from the beginning of this matter, the rulers and the great men have been partakers of this iniquity.
King Solomon had Edomite women. Okay, it doesn't say whether he had children or not with these women. But you can only imagine if Solomon was doing it, which is Yahushua in the pre-generation, that proves that even low-level Israelites were doing it. And that also proves that in the kingdom, we're going to be popping other nations' women. Okay? Now, it is a curse to look like another nation. The scriptures say in Jeremiah, 12 and 9? That, oh, there's a smoking bird. There's another one too, that we would be a confusion of face. Okay? That we'd be shamefaced, man. Okay? For us going off. You feel a certain way when you go off, man. You feel bad. You feel shamed. So part of them mixing with these other nations going off, they were stuck with that shame.
The confusion of faces, because when Israel got wrecked by the Babylonians, Nebuchadnezzar had gone into Jerusalem and ransacked it. Took captive many Israelites and slaughtered many Israelites, and just left the place desolate, man, like the Most High said he would do in Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter. And so Jake had a puzzled look on their face, man. Jake just looking stupid as hell, just like, man, what the fuck happened?
Yeah. And other Jakes will look at them with that puzzled face, like, you're an Israelite, you know. That's why Paul had to go and preach to the Gentiles, okay? Because other Israelites were coming up against the Israelite borders, the Israelites that were in a Gentile state of mind. Okay, I mean, how do we look at Jake, us knowing the truth, when we see Jakes that are bugged out? We look at them in disgust. Imagine what the men of the Lord were doing back in the time of the Roman Empire. Seeing all these Jakes bugged out, looking at them, scoffing them, mocking them. you know, and there was a lot of them that were wicked. And of course, like today, there's a lot of them that are just lost. Okay, because the righteous is the righteous, the elect is the elect. Okay, we're going to come out of all walks of life. Some brothers were into gang banging, some brothers were drug dealers, some brothers were, you know, thieves, man. All kinds of things we were into because of this wicked empire, this wicked system that we were born and raised into, man. Okay, all over the world, our people are into weird things. Some of the elect is still into weird things, man. You know, and when I say the elect, I mean the 1/3, because the 1/3 is still the elect. It's just 144,000. That's the governing body of the elect. You had more?
Yeah, this Hosea 7:7. They are all hot as an oven and have devoured their judges. All their kings have fallen. There was none among them that called unto me. Ephraim, he hath mixed himself among the people.
He had mixed himself among the people. So Jake was going off. Jake was out there killing their own rulers and kings, bugging out, doing whatever the hell they want. And they said Ephraim, which is synonymous for so-called Puerto Ricans and the whole northern kingdom. They were mixing themselves amongst the nations. Okay, that's why how we went from looking all Negroid to looking like other nations, man. Because little do you know, all the tribes at one time looked like so-called black people. But we started mingling with other nations, Edomites, Assyrians. Okay, you see some Ephraimites out there in New York, they look like Ishmael, man. Why is that? Because he had mixed himself among the people, you know.
So Jake looks like everybody. Jake looks like, and then Jake's been mingling from the beginning. You know, as soon as Jake got the land of Israel, actually before Jake even got the land of Israel, they were messing with the Midianites.
Yep.
Jake had to go and thrust them through. You know, and then when the whole thing happened, the whole split happened, you had the Northern Kingdom just went wild, man. Just went totally fucking buck wild, and that's why the Northern Kingdom looks like they do. You know, because you have Moab, which was north of the north. So you had Jakes that was up there mingling with Moab. You had Jakes that was mingling with Ammon. That's why you see the Gadites. If you've ever seen that movie Wind Talkers, it's about World War II and they're fighting against the Japanese. One of the Navajo, I believe it said he was a Navajo Native American Indian. He said that he looked like a goop. He said, I look like a Jap, you know, so they had him go in as a spy. And the reason why they had that look is because Ephraim mixed himself among the people, man. That's why. And that's why a lot of carnal Jakes can't understand that. A lot of, and it's mainly the Southern Kingdom that has the hardest head, man. That doesn't want to accept the Northern Kingdom, man. Which this same thing that was happening in the New Testament. Even Paul had to rebuke Peter because he hardened his heart against the Israelite more because he was afraid of what the Jews were going to say, man.
Yep, that's right. This is Hosea chapter 4 and 6. It says, my people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee.
So if you think everybody's going to look like every Jake is going to look like a so-called black man, you're unlearned in the scriptures. You don't read, man. You just listen to what some other bug out says, and you like what they say. You know? And really, it goes back to the curses. If you believe in that doctrine, it's because you're still cursed. All right, because Yahweh Shem Shai is lifting up the curses. That's how I'm even in the truth, man. It's because the curses are being lifted.
Yeah, that's beautiful, man. You start seeing more and more brothers that look like other nations popping up. Now, of course, a lot of Israelites accept the fact that the Northern Kingdom is the Northern Kingdom. But when you see a brother that looks like a looks like
See, brother looks like me.
Edomite.
Jake
looks,
bugs out.
Yeah, Jake bugs out. It caused even other guys that are in the truth, whether they're in Great Millstone or another camp, to bug out. You know,
Which is good.
Which is a good thing.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, exactly. Because if you can't see that, you're not part of the elect.
You're not, man.
You're a bug out. You know. But there's a lot of brothers popping up, and I just seen one the other day, and I was just like, what the? Because he looks like just like, you know. I was like, what the? But that's a beautiful thing. And brothers like this, okay, being woken up, it's a beautiful thing to wake up other brothers that may feel discouraged, man. You think it doesn't feel, you know, us looking the way we do, man. I got niggas like so-called Southern Kingdom that think I'm mixed, think I'm something else. Then I got Northern Kingdom that think I'm something else. So even to me being a so-called Puerto Rican, I catch fucking hell over this shit, man. Slovakia. But over the way I look, I get it, man, from both sides, man. People don't know what I am. They think I'm Samoan. I'm like, I'm Puerto Rican, man. What the fuck? You know, Slovakia once again.
This is Amos chapter 9, verse 9. Lord, I will command and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations.
He's going to sift the house of Israel from all nations. If you drop all the people in a sifter, a sieve, like sand, and you're shaking it to find pure gold, find gold, like miners used to pan for gold. Well, that's what the Lord is doing with all nations of the world. Now, the scriptures do say the Lord knoweth who is his. So what he's doing, he's not doing it all in vain. He knows who's going to fall through.
If Jake was gonna look, if Jake was gonna have a predominant, I won't say predominant because Jake does predominantly look like Jake. I'll say that if Jake, all Jake was gonna look like your typical, like this brother right here. All Jake was gonna look like this. Why would he need to sift Israel? Why would he have to sift all nations? Why? Ask you gotta ask yourself these things. When you hear scriptures like this, why is there the scripture about the wheat and the tares? I say when I do my videos, when I talk about Esau, I say the so-called Esau is predominantly so-called white people. When I say Jake is predominantly so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans. You know, and I want to put that spirit out there because that's the truth. Because you have Edomites that look like Jakes, and there's a lot of them. You got Edomites that look like other nations. You got other nations. It's all mixed up, man. Especially in Babylon. Babel means confusion. All right, Babylon is confusion. You have all these nations that are here marrying and giving into marriage. So what are you going to have? You're going to have people that, hey, you have a lot of people that look, you can tell are mixed with many different things.
This is real quick. This is Revelation 17, and I'm going to start at 15. It says, and he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest where the horse sitteth are peoples and multitudes and nations and tongues.
Yeah, she sitteth upon many waters. Many waters. That means all nations. This place was a haven for people to do their own thing. And you have all these different countries, like China, Russia, different so-called Middle Eastern countries that have strict laws, they have strict commandments. America was a place that was supposed to be open for people to come here and pretty much do whatever the hell they wanted to do. And that's why so many nations came over here in droves, man.
This is Habakkuk 2 and 5. Yeah, also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man. Neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell.
That's part of his wine. That's part of his philosophy was the pursuit of happiness. You know, that you could be anything that you wanted to be here. Which that's the foundation of Satanism, is to do as thou wilt. So I mean, this place is a trap. It's a satanic country disguised. It's a fucking bait trap. You know that Esau baits you in by promising you all these good things, by promising you all these freedoms. You come here and you find out that there's cameras everywhere. I don't see what's free about this place.
1984
Orwellian doctrine, which is as a surveillance doctrine. I mean, you come here and they spy on you. And that's what Esau does. Esau is just a weirdo behind a screen, watching everything that you do.
That one scripture about the leopard.
Why? Yeah, the leopard. Yeah, a leopard shall watch over your cities. That's why there's cameras everywhere. That's why you go to certain neighborhoods and you do something, break a window or something, your ass, cops are on you, bro, immediately. You know, you go to the ghetto, you got cops that just chill on the block, bro. Just sit on the corner and wait for something to happen. Or stakeouts, they have stakeouts, or they have bait cars, they have traps for Jake. You got all these websites for like drugs and prostitution and gun sales and things like that. The majority of it is just the FBI looking to trap you. That's why it's called the internet. That's why it's called a website.
Going back to that word subtile.
That's the subtlety of Esau. Actually, you get that in Genesis. He's the most subtile of all the creatures, man. He's the most subtile. You know, it means he's a serpent. He's a snake in the grass. He's waiting to bite your ankle.
Yeah, finishes. It says, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell and is as death, and cannot be satisfied.
So this devil got to be taken out. He can't be satisfied. That means no matter what, this devil's never going to have enough. You can't have somebody like that ruling over the earth. Esau already wants to go to different planets.
Yeah.
Shooting nuclear missiles at the moon. That's a bug out.
Elon Musk was saying that by the year, I believe, 2025, that they would be advanced with their spaceships or rockets to be able to send people to Mars. Hey, get out of here, man. That's how, if the Lord and the scriptures say, if the days will not be shortened, no flesh will be saved around this guy, man.
Because who's Esau going to send to fucking space? Esau's going to send Jake out to Mars to go and get it ready for the devil to come lay his feet on it.
Yeah. It'd be like that movie Ghost to Mars, man. Yeah,
I was just thinking about that.
They say Ice Cube to Mars.
Yeah. I was like, I was just gonna say that too.
They sent the NWA to Mars.
Yeah.
That's where they want to send you NWAs, man. They want to send you out. They want to send you out, shoot you in a rocket.
Yeah.
You know.
And that's some scary stuff, man. They did it to Sputnik 1, Sputnik 2. That's bro. Your body is not made to leave this earth. So all the
terrestrial.
Yeah, that's why I say corruption cannot inherit incorruption.
Yeah.
You can't leave this planet. That's why Esau has to have that big retarded suit.
Well, Esau knew the scriptures. He know that Most High made bodies terrestrial and celestial.
Well, he wants to acquire that through his technology. He wants to turn himself into a damn robot. You know.
Oh yeah.
So he could go out. Esau's a bug out, man. I used to play this video game when I was young. It was called Quake. They came out with one. It was the fourth installment of it. So it's called Quake 4. And what it was about was that Earth was being invaded by cyborgs. And what these cyborgs would do is they would go to different planets and harvest all the resources, and they would harvest people and use their body parts to fix themselves. And that's what Esau would become if he was allowed to rule. That's what he would turn into.
And it makes perfect sense because they got. What do they do with your body when you die? They got you.
They harvest your fucking
the organs, man. You know, Esau, man, he's a demon. It says, but gathereth unto him all nations and heapeth unto him all people.
That's what the New World Order is about. That's in the Maccabees.
I'm going to keep going. It says, verse 6, shall not all these take up a parable against him and a taunting proverb against him, and say, woe to him that increaseth that which is not his? How long? And to him that layeth himself with big clay. See, these other nations, now they're getting on Esau's helmet. Okay, I was watching Press TV News last night. There's an Iranian that was in prison. They put him in prison here in the U.S., and they told all the inmates in the prison that he was locked up for being a terrorist, that he had a bomb on him, he was going to bomb America. So Esau's the devil, man. This Iranian that they locked up, he was a scientist, a doctor. But here it is, the devil told all the inmates in the prison that he was a terrorist. Well, what would these bug-outs in the prison be doing to somebody they see as a terrorist? They try to whack him, man. Because they're all polluted off that wine, man. All of them. They are the father of the devil. They believe in this guy, man. Here it is. Our people could be living next door to one another, shooting at each other all day. But here it is, the devil come through Esau, and they give him a pass, man. Our people be killing each other, their brother. But this devil, Esau, they don't look at him like he's anything wrong. They look at him like he's the innocent so-called white.
So as soon as these guys roll through, Jake starts acting right.
Yeah.
Jake started acting like a damn upstanding American.
Pull up their pants, tucking their shirt.
See, the cops been staring at us. They always.
I've been watching.
Yeah. They be tripping. Like when I mentioned it last time after that happened, the Edomite cops rolled through, and they were looking at us like a predator looks at prey, bro. That dude was a murderer. Like I could see it in his eyes. That dude's killed people. And a lot of these Edomite cops are straight up murderers and rapists.
They go overseas, all these wars. They come back and nothing to do. They join law enforcement just to pillage, do what they've been doing, man. The scriptures say, "Not a thief cometh not but to steal and to kill," man.
That's why they want former military as police officers, because they've seen war and they've done wickedness. So they, that kind of spirit sticks with you. The spirit of murder, right? That's a super wicked spirit, man. That's why you got serial killers that can't stop killing people, because they love it. They kill somebody and it's exciting to them. They can't stop doing it.
Yep, that's true. It says, woe to him that increased that which is not his, how long? And to him that layeth himself with thick clay. Because America's in debt right now. That thick clay is that debt. And this place is like, they say 20 trillion. It's really $200 trillion in debt. Then all these other countries that have borrowed money and whatnot, they're collapsing, like China. China, I believe, lost over like 30 banks or something now. It's only a matter of time before they and all that debt that they have with America, they're going to want it back. All that money that they have, America wants it. It's all circling the drain. What better time to be out here on the highways and byways and prophesying, man? Okay, you're watching the videos, it's time to make a move, man. We're not going to be out here too much longer. you got something?
Genesis 13, 3 and 13.
Now, can you hold that and get Amos 8 and 11 real quick, Bob? Shut up.
This is Amos chapter 8, verse 11.
Christmas music playing.
Behold,
Yeah, you got the Christmas music playing, man. That's what this place is all about. It's an illusion, man.
It's a big festival.
Yeah. It's Rome. When Rome was going down, all they had to do was pump up excitement, pump up festivals and all types of wickedness, man.
And I was watching the Atlanta cam. They said that this Black Friday was their biggest grossing Black Friday.
Money wise?
Yeah, they accumulated more money than I guess it's like record breaking.
Yeah. And I understand, you might need something to go and buy it. But they do this so that you spend all your money, and then next thing you know, you're broke. You're in debt. Okay, and they do that to Jake, man. They put out all these little Black Friday sales. Jake be cashing out. If something happens, then Jake gotta go take out a loan. Using all their income tax on things like that, man.
They get that.
those things that broke the record on gun sales.
Hey.
There's getting ready to be a war in America.
Yep.
You know? It's a bad, and like you see the cops rolling by. It's not a good time to be a cop, man. Not a good time to be a cop.
Yeah, there was a dude. He was talking to everybody about how he just bought a boatload of bullets. He's like, oh yeah, I got this for a good deal. He got like 40,000 or something. I told him, what do you need bullets for? I know what the Lord's going to make him use them for, but it's just like, what do you need that for? And he's a Jake too.
And if you're a cop, if you want to keep your job, you're going to have to take the chip.
Bro, there was that movie. I believe it's Gemini Man. If not, it's Hobbs and Shaw. One of those movies, and it's showing you that it's Hobbs and Shaw. That you ain't gonna be able to shoot these guns unless you got the chip, man.
It showed you that in Judge Dredd.
You're gonna say that.
Showed you that in Judge Dredd. That dude picked up her gun. It had the biometrics, and he tried to shoot it and blew his fucking hand off.
Yeah. Yeah, and this one it wouldn't shoot. It wouldn't read because you don't have a chip. Showing you the chip is being brought up more and more.
And if you have any government job,
yeah,
because it says that anybody that didn't bow down to the image of the beast. So if you're working for the government, which the government is part of that image.
The government is the beast, bro.
Well, yeah, the system.
It's that old Roman system.
That Roman system. So if you work for that, then in order to keep your job, you're gonna have to take the RFID chip, that's the mark of the beast.
Which a lot of people are gonna do, man.
Well, a lot of people are gonna want, because I mean, when jobs start going out of style, man, the government jobs are gonna stick around.
Yeah.
So people aren't gonna want to lose their jobs.
Oh yeah, you said 688,000 people cut off food stamps.
Yeah.
18,000 is Fresno alone.
There's a lot of angry people right there.
And it's the holidays. So-called holidays.
Yep.
That's why you're gonna see more and more homeless. You're gonna see more and more crime. You're gonna see the fall. The fall of Babylon. That's what you're witnessing. That's why they have so much technology that comes out, because they want to keep everybody preoccupied, stay in their homes. They want everybody to stay in their houses. That way you don't see what's going on in the streets. Because you walk downtown and you just see poverty everywhere, man. You could go walk down 9th Street. You could see the condition of this place. You see all the homeless. You see all the drug addicts, the prostitutes.
This is 2nd Ezra, chapter 16, verse 18. It says, the beginning of sorrows and great mournings the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?
Yeah, what shall you do? I mean, if you're not, you don't believe in Yahweh Shai, you're gonna be caught up in these great evils that's coming, man. All right. If the Lord's not dealing with you, then you're gonna be destroyed. That's why the brother brought out it's high time to wake up our sin, man. And it really is, because salvation is very near to the elect, to those that believe, that have faith in Yahweh Shai. But to those that don't, destruction is near, man. It's the opposite end. It's the balance.
Yeah, and this is Ezra, and Ezra said, right above it, he says, woe is me. Woe is me, who shall deliver me in those days? He was seeing Babylon, he was seeing everything. And he was like, whoa, because he's seeing all the destruction. Imagine Jake seeing, back in the ancient world, seeing robots ripping other Jakes apart, flying swords, missiles dropping. Man, you think of a missile dropping on a city, all you're thinking about is blood and bones just splattering everywhere.
You see a whole goddamn population of people get wiped off the fucking map. Like you see an entire continent get turned into a lake of fire. That's disturbing.
Yeah, you can get that on. This is before you get that.